So it happened. You got the dreaded negative review. What do you do now? Well, before you panic, I've got you covered in this video with an easy to follow formula for responding to negative reviews. Hey, I'm Devin, the Practical Marketing Guy, and on this channel, I share my over 20 years of marketing experience to help you reach more people and look great while doing it. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to get more videos just like this one, and if this video is helpful, I would really appreciate if you'd hit the like button. So if you're watching this video, that probably means that someone left you a nasty review, and you're probably stressing about it.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Don't freak out. I promise there's actually a way to respond that can turn a negative into a positive. And before this video is done, I'm going to give you the formula. But first, let's talk a little bit about online reviews. Do you really want them? Should you put your business out there? Should you sign up for Facebook and Google My Business and all of those tools? I know a lot of business owners that actually hesitate to put their business online for fear of negative reviews. But here's the thing. People can actually leave negative reviews for you whether or not you set anything up. So the question isn't really, do you want negative reviews? The question is, do you want to have any control over it? If the answer is yes, then you should be proactive about getting your business set up on the major review sites like Google My Business, Facebook, Yelp, TripAdvisor, and more. That way you have the ability to get notified when you get a review and respond to it and possibly even report it if need be. But why go through all the trouble? Are reviews really important? They're actually incredibly powerful for your business and your online presence, and that's true because of two simple words: social proof. Social proof is a sociological and psychological idea that simply means we trust the opinion and input of others, even strangers, when we don't have any personal experience ourselves. Think about it. We all do it. When we shop online, we look around and we read reviews. If you're shopping on Amazon and you're looking for a product and you find several similar products, which one are you going to pick? Probably the one with the most positive reviews, even if you have no clue who the people are that are reviewing it. We tend to trust other people's experience when we lack the experience ourselves. And when you give people the opportunity to review you, you are giving people a real world look into who you are and what your business is like. Reviews demonstrate real world experience with real people and give you the opportunity to build trust and rapport and social proof with people who have never done business with you. The bottom line is reviews can be powerful. They help people make smart purchasing decisions. They help you build social proof and trust with your community. And if you manage them right and build up a lot of positive reviews, it can make all the difference in how well you do in your business. By the way, if you stay until the end, I'm going to share with you my favorite tool that I've found that's actually free and helps you manage your reviews, plus get a whole lot more positive reviews working on your behalf. All right, so let's talk about it. How do you respond to negative reviews? First, let me say that if you receive a review that is threatening or false or slanderous or libelous, there is a process to report those reviews and possibly get them removed. Although there's no guarantee, if there is a review left for your business that is absolutely untrue, you can report it. You're going to want to look in the top and bottom corners of the review for either 3 dots or a picture of a flag or a gear icon, something that indicates you can choose some options. Then you're going to want to look for words like report or flag as inappropriate and follow the steps to submit that to the appropriate people that can potentially get it removed if it needs to be. But let's be honest, most of the reviews that we're talking about here aren't false, aren't slanderous, aren't threatening or attacking. We might not like them, but they're real negative reviews. Somebody had a bad experience with our company. It happens. We don't want it to happen, but it does. And although we may think that person is way overreacting and being unreasonable, that was their experience and we need to deal with it. So how do you respond? Well, the first thing to keep in mind is do not ignore it, do not argue with them, and do not attack them. If you ignore the review, then when somebody else comes along to research your company and all they see is the negative review and no response, They're just left with deciding whether or not they believe that. But remember, social proof says we often believe the input and opinion of others, even strangers, when we don't have our own experience. So people may very well believe that review, even if it doesn't accurately reflect who your company is. So don't ignore it. Make sure you respond. But when you respond, please resist. Don't argue and don't attack. I know it feels personal. I know they're being ridiculous. I know they're being unreasonable. And you just want to give them a piece of your mind and tell them exactly what you think about them. Don't do it. If you do that, it's just going to reflect even more poorly on your company. When somebody comes across those reviews and they see a negative review and then they see your even more negative response, they're going to walk away. They're not going to want anything to do with a business like that. But there is a way to respond that can turn a negative into a positive. And here is the simple formula. It is apology plus offer plus pitch. Apology plus offer plus pitch. Now, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense when I say it like that, but I'm going to give you an example that I think will make it very clear. You're going to start off with an apology. I know you don't want to apologize. I get it. They're wrong. Remember, it's bigger than them. It's about the next person who's going to come along and read that review. You've already lost that customer. You're trying to gain the next one. So even though you don't want to, even though you don't think they deserve it, apologize. You're going to start with an apology. You're going to offer to fix it. And then you're going to make a pitch, not to that person, but to the other people who will come along and read that review as to why they should still do business with your company. Let's look at an example. In this example, we have a fictional company called Devon's Landscaping Services, and somebody named James has left us a nasty review. And here is our response following the formula of apology plus offer plus pitch. Hi, James. I am so sorry. I know those words hurt, but we're going to start with an apology. I am so sorry to hear about the negative experience that you had with our company. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations on every project, and it's clear that we did not accomplish that for you. We would love to have the chance to make this right. Here's the offer. If you can contact our office, I will gladly work with you on a solution to correct the issue quickly and at no additional cost to you. Now here comes the pitch. At Devon's Landscaping Services, we pride ourselves on integrity, punctuality, and quality, and we look forward to serving the businesses in our community for years to come. Thank you, and you sign your name at the bottom. It seems simple, but I promise you, that kind of response can turn a negative into a positive. When someone comes along and reads a negative review and they're not sure what to think about it, and they see a response from the business owner like that, it's going to instill confidence in them where potentially the negative review could have given them some skepticism. And always keep in mind, this response has very little to do with the person who left the negative review. It has much more to do with the other potential customers who will read their review. So remember, apology plus offer plus pitch. Now, keeping up with all of these different review sites can definitely be tiring and even seem impossible. So as promised, I want to share with you a tool that I've found that's actually free for you to sign up that makes it so much easier to keep track of everywhere people might leave you reviews, respond to them, and more importantly, help you get more positive reviews to build your online reputation and get that social proof that we all want. So the product that we're going to look at now is called Review Shake, and there's a link in the description to help you get to this page quickly. And essentially what this is, it's a platform that allows you to manage your multiple review sources, respond to reviews quickly and easily, and a couple other cool features that I'm going to show you in a second. So when you first land on this page, you'll see right here, nice and big in the middle, try free for 14 days. It's a 14-day free trial of their full featured accounts, but they actually do have a free forever plan with some limitations that we'll get to in a moment. But even with those limitations, this free service is fantastic for most small businesses, especially when you're getting started. So feel free to browse around the site and kind of see what features they have. And when you're ready, just click that try free for 14 days and get signed up. So if you signed up for any kind of online account before, this will be nice and easy for you. And then we'll see you on the inside. All right, so when you first sign up, it's actually going to walk you through setting up your review sources. So you can do this now, but you can also do it later. And I'll show you where to find it later on in case you decide to skip this step if you're not ready at the moment. But as you can see, there are a lot of review sources. So pretty much anywhere you may normally get reviews for your business, you're probably going to find it on this platform. So if you have an Amazon store and you sell on there, they have Amazon, Airbnb, if you are renting out a space. If you're a restaurant, of course, they've got all the typical ones for restaurants, TripAdvisor, they've got Yelp, they have OpenTable, they have really anything that you could look for. If you're in software, they've got software ones, they've got Walmart, they've got WebMD. So as you know, if you're in real estate, they got Trulia. They've really got any review site you could be looking for. And of course, they have the big ones that we would be looking for, which are Facebook, Google, and Yelp are kind of the big three. If you're going to stick with a free account and only do two, I would definitely recommend Facebook and Google, unless you are a very specialized industry like real estate or have an Amazon store, then you might want to pick different ones. But if you're a typical small business, brick and mortar location, you're probably going to want to start with Facebook and Google. Now, when you choose a review source, it's going to give you an option to grant access or do public access. You're not going to want to do public access unless the only reason for you doing this is to display a list of your reviews on your website. Obviously, based on this video, you want to be able to do a whole lot more than that. So you're going to click grant access. For Facebook, you're going to click continue with Facebook. It's going to let you log into your Facebook account and choose your business. So we'll do that now quickly. Once you have logged in, you'll be able to see all the different pages that you have, and you can pick the one you want and hit next. It's going to require you to toggle all these on to yes, so feel free to look through them. But I found that it's completely trustworthy and safe to allow all these to be yes. And if you disable any of them, it's going to tell you that it's probably not going to work properly. So let all those stay on yes and click done. And just like that, your Facebook reviews have been added to your account. Next, we'll do Google, and similar, grant access, continue with Google, and you're going to log into your Google account. Once you've logged in, it's going to tell you that it needs to access and edit and all that your account. You're going to allow that. And then once again, it should give you a list of accounts. You can drop down, select your name. Then it's going to ask for a location, and you're going to pick the business that you want to manage. And just like that, we have added 2 review sources to our account. We're going to hit next. It's going to give you a chance to set up your landing page. We're going to skip this for now, but it's as simple as uploading a logo. I'll show you what this means in a little bit here. You can start sending invitations for review right away. And again, we're going to wait on this until we have everything set up. So we're going to skip for now. And you can show off your reviews. This is really one of the cool features of this, that once you have everything set up, you can actually get a widget to install onto your website, and here's the code for it, that will display your website. You can do it as a slider, as a carousel, as a grid, as quotes, as a list. So there's lots of cool ways that you can highlight your great reviews on your website. And this, again, we just hit sign up. This is the setup process before we've even gotten in and dug into any settings, and we're already able to accomplish all this in just a matter of a couple of minutes. So hit next, and then this is going to bring you right into your admin panel, where you can see, because we've added review sources, we have kind of an overview of how many reviews, what our average star rating is. You can kind of see your over time each month, what reviews you've gotten and what score they've been. But I'm going to show you a couple really cool things really quick. If you were not able to add your review sources right at setup, and you had to skip it for whatever reason when you were signing up, you weren't ready, you didn't have access to those accounts, and you skipped that and you came in here, all you have to do is click on reviews right here and click review sources. And that will bring you right to that same page to find all the different options and add another one in case you do get a paid account that can take more than 2 and you want to add additional ones down the road. That's how you do it. Just reviews and review sources. Now, one of the main things you're going to want to use this for, there's other cool features I'm going to show you in a second, but one of the main things you're going to want to use this for is to respond to reviews, so you don't miss any reviews, whether positive or negative, but especially negative, so we can respond with that great formula to turn a negative into a positive. To do that, you're going to click on reviews, click My Reviews, and here's a really cool feature, a really cool little trick. You're going to click this filter drop down right here. So you've got your average review rating up here. You've got all your reviews listed down here. They just go on and on and on. And right above the list, it says filter. If you click filter, you can tick this little box. You've got a lot of other options too if you have multiple sources and you want to filter by source or by date range. You can certainly do that. But the best thing that I've seen is to tick this little box that says reviews haven't been responded and click filter results. And just like that, you're able to come in here and only look at the reviews that you haven't responded to. And with a single click, you click respond, I can type a response to this person's review just like that. Super simple, super helpful. And again, we're following that pattern. If it's a negative review of apology plus offer plus pitch, turn a negative into a positive every single time. So that's a great tip right there. Go to reviews, view my reviews, and then filter and check reviews that haven't been responded to. And you can see just the reviews that need your attention. Now, a couple other cool things before I end this video so it doesn't get too long is obviously we want to leverage the power of social proof by having positive reviews on our website. And this tool lets you do that a couple of ways. First of all, you're going to be able to send out invitations. You can customize these invitations via text or email by clicking on campaigns and adding a new campaign and customizing what it's included in there, whether it's email or SMS messages. And you can customize exactly what each invitation says. So you're, customizing completely what the person sees when you send it to them. You can type right in there and customize what they see. And you can send this out to your customers as you have them, as you collect their information. You've done business with them, they've purchased on your website, whatever it may be. You can send them out an invitation to make it easy for them to leave a review. But here's really the trick. Landing page, the Review Us page, there's some really cool features here, okay? I love, review sites is great. Basically what this is, if I preview the page, hang on, here we go. If I preview this page, when you have it on review sites, you can obviously add your logo here, but it's just going to give you a grid of all the different review sites that you have, which is cool and it's helpful. But I want you to see what these other ones can do. If you do thumbs up, thumbs down, or even star rating, I like star rating the best personally, but there's a lot of really cool ones. Basically, if I choose star rating and I visit this page, this is what it's going to send people to when you send out an invitation. So if you say, hey, leave us a review after you've had a new customer, they come here. So they're not on an actual review site yet, and I want you to see what happens. If they click 4 or 5 stars, so they had a really good or great experience, they click that, it's going to say, hey, where would you want to leave a review? And it makes it really easy for them to jump right to Facebook or Google and leave you that review for your company. Just boom, right there, I'm ready to leave a review. Super simple. But watch this. If for some reason they didn't have a good experience and they leave 3 or less stars, here's what's going to happen. It's going to invite them to leave private feedback. So this is how you actually minimize negative reviews. Now, to be fair, so that we're not, being unfair, right down here it says if you do not wish to address your concerns privately and prefer to post a review, click here and it will still let them leave a public review. So we're not trying to completely avoid people leaving negative reviews. They can still do that. They can go straight to those review sources. They can click that button there. But what it does is if they have a bad experience, it still lets them send their feedback, but this just comes to you. So you can still learn from it, grow from it, address that issue, maybe turn that customer back into a happy customer, but potentially it won't be a negative review out on public sites for people to see. So this review platform, Review Shake, is incredibly powerful. It allows you to see all the reviews that need your attention. It allows you to manage them all in one spot. It allows you to respond to them quickly and easily. It allows you to minimize the number of negative reviews that you get and maximize the number of positive reviews that you get. And it lets you share your reviews on your website in a really cool way with one of their many widgets. And again, 15 days for free or 14 days for free, whatever it is, to have all the features to see if you actually use them all. And it's free forever if you want to limit yourself to just 2 review sources, which, like I said, for most small businesses, having Facebook and Google is more than sufficient. So I encourage you, check out ReviewShake, visit the link in the description or just go right to ReviewShake, sign up for a free account, add your review sources, start playing around with it. I promise you it's going to be well worth your time. And if you try getting into it and have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'd be happy to continue to help you sort through whatever issues you might be having so that we can maximize the power of social proof, minimize negative reviews, and when we do get them, we can turn a negative into a positive by following this formula. Hey, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope that it was helpful. And if it was, consider hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications. And we will see you in the next video.